Hi, I'd quickly like to talk about how to install the Perforex software on a workstation. This can be done on as many workstations as you'd like. It's not a licensed software, so you can share it among your employees. So what you're going to do first is go to the machine or another workstation that's already currently running the software. By doing so, by copying the software off of that machine and using it on your workstation, all of the database locations are transferred over, so you have less setup to do in the end. So in this case, I'm going to go to my machine and I'm going to open up File Explorer, go to C, and I would copy the machine folder, everything that's inside of that folder. So I'm going to copy that and paste it in the C drive of the new PC that I want to install it on. Once that's done, I can open it up, I can double click it, and I'm going to try and locate Firebird 2.5.1 or 2.5.4. Both are being used depending on the age of the machine. So, but also either of them will work. All right, I'm going to install Firebird, and Firebird is a background service. You install it one time and you never see it again. And what it's going to do is it's going to point the Perforex software to wherever the database location might be. When you load Firebird, take all of the defaults. Every default, just answer yes, 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 all the way through until you're finished. Once that's complete, then I should be able to go into the exe folder. If I double click on the exe folder and go down towards the bottom, I will find the Perforex application. I can right click on the Perforex application and I can send it to the desktop as a shortcut. So I'm going to create a shortcut on the desktop. And I just saw it pop up over here. So I'm going to take that shortcut and I'll put it right there. And now we need to modify this. So if we would have tried to boot up using the Perforex application that we see here, it would have failed because it wouldn't have been able to find the CNC, the PLC, the servos. It wouldn't be able to find what it's looking for. So we have to give it some modifications in how it boots. So I don't need this right now. So I'm going to right click on the shortcut that I've created and I'm going to change the properties. In the target location, I'm going to add some additional information. I'm going to put a space and -AV. That tells the software to boot as audiovisual only. I'm not looking for a CNC machine. Then I do space -U as in user, and then the user is Ferro, F-E-R-R-O. That's the highest level user. Then I'm also going to do a space -P for password and 4900. That should give us everything we need. Notice that everything is in lowercase. It will fail if you do it in uppercase. I always have to have the spaces before the dashes, and I need the dash in there as well. So once that's correct, I can apply it, say OK, and I should be able to boot the software. Once the software is booted, I would need, if I copied off of the machine, if I copied the machine folder off of the machine, I would have to go into Service, Machine Parameters. And I would need to change whatever the contents of this field machine recognition is. It'll probably be a serial number, or it could be machine 1. It depends on the age of the machine again. But I need to make sure that it says Workstation. And the reason why we do this is because the machine has its own set of tools in the database. We don't want a workstation to manipulate those tools. We want to make sure that the workstation is working with its own set of tools. so that lengths don't change. Somebody can't delete the tools that are on the machine. Everything's going to work much better if we make sure that machine recognition says workstation on a workstation and machine on the machine. So once I change that to workstation and say OK, it will save all this data. There we go. Now it's saved, and now I can go into input and tools. If I should come back out here and I don't see tools, if I don't see my tools in here, then what I may need to do is go back to the machine and do an ASCII export of our tools. To do an ASCII export, all I'm going to do is click on the box next to number, the upper left-hand box. It's going to select all of the tools, and I can click F5 ASCII export. And it's going to ask for a backup or give it a name. I'm going to give it a tool backup of today's date. So 2023-0328, and save it. Now I copy that file to a thumb drive, take it to my new workstation, and then I would do a control. Let's say that this is let's say I deleted everything here. Let me delete the tools. So if I didn't have tools and it looked something like this, then I could do control ASCII import, find my thumb drive, find the file that we had on the thumb drive, and open it. And it will then import all the tools from the machine into the workstation. And for a workstation, we don't need a magazine, so I can just say, clear it, it doesn't matter. And that's pretty much it. I hope this helps. If you should have any questions, feel free to contact me. Have a great day.